Alright guys, welcome back to this tutorial on QlikView KPI metrics reporting. In the previous tutorial, we have actually created a line chart to showcase the correlation between each of the KPI metrics that we have selected. But the thing is, if we do not select on anything, let's deselect on all of the KPI metrics selection here, and we wouldn't know what are the KPI metrics that we want to select. Alright, so if we come into this page, there is too many things to capture, right? So we have too many lines in this line chart here, and we wouldn't know how do we move on from here, right? So we do not know what to do when we came into this dashboard here. We actually need another chart that can guide our user to select on which of the KPI metrics to look at, right? So what we're gonna do here is we have to separate all the KPI lines here into individual line charts so that our user can have an idea of what are the KPI metrics to be selected and view the correlationship between each of the KPI metrics, right? So right now, let's clean up our sheet here. We are not using this table selection anymore. Let's remove this table. Let's hit on OK. And these few columns here, we will remove it as well. Let's remove the field number, the field, and we're gonna have this metric details to be our first selection. And then the next is going to be the date column. Alright, let's give this a little more space here. And right now we can see that our metrics details column and our date column is not aligned on the top, right? So if we want to align these two objects to the same alignment here, we can select on these two selections here and we click on align top. Alright, so that it can be aligned properly, right? Here we have a little space here, and let's move our display table to the very top right here, and here we can have some space for a new chart, right? Now we're gonna copy this line chart here and we paste it over, and let's drag it on top of the blank space here. Let's minimize this line chart here. Let's minimize this again. And right now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna right mouse click on this line chart here, click on properties, go to dimension type here, and we're gonna select trellis here. Alright, just select on this trellis and we're gonna enable trellis chart here. Alright, let's check this window here and we hit on OK. Let's hit on apply, and now let's hit on OK again. And right now we can see our line chart has been splitted into mini charts here, right? This is actually splitted by the date column, and this is actually not the way we want it to be separated. We want it to be separated by the KPI metrics, right? Not by the date dimension. So let's right mouse click again, hit on the properties, and let's promote our matrix details display to the top of the dimension. Let's hit on apply, hit on OK, and now we can see that our trellis line chart has been returning each of the metrics as individual line chart here. Alright, so we don't want this scroll bar here because this is a very annoying stuff to do. We have to scroll up and down to take a look at all of the charts inside this trellis line chart. So what we can do is we can actually move our date right under this matrix details selection here. Let's minimize this date column to a little bit shorter. Alright, and right now we can have our trellis line chart a little more wider, right? But right now we still need to do some scrolling here, right? But yeah, you can adjust this any way you want, right? So That's all about the Trellis chart for today, and I hope you find this very useful when you are creating your dashboard design. And that's all for the tutorial today. Thanks for watching this tutorial, and I can't wait to see you in the next module. Thanks and bye bye.